Hello, everyone. Welcome to my channel, Wing Spiritual Clarity. My name's Wendy Wing. I'm doing a daily psychic tarot reading. Yesterday, I started the tarot reading, got about halfway through, and got interrupted. Never found my way back to the reading. However, it's still out. And last night when I looked at it, it had a very different meaning. So I'm just going to start. The spread's already here on the table, and dive in. So let's get going. Remember, this is a general reading. I'm tuning into general energies. Those of you who are in this room with me, in this container, I'm tuning into your energies and requesting any messages, any divine guidance that would be useful for us. So with that, let's get going. In the past, we've got the Three of Wands. And this is a real, I feel like in the past you made a decision or had a real realization that you're going towards something, something that you're very passionate about creating. Something that's new for you might be new for a lot of people. And what's interesting is that you're moving forward with a great deal of inner strength. And so as you're moving forward, it's kind of like a hero's journey. You're meeting people and situations, and something is different about this than other times. I think it's the Three of Wands in combination with the Devil card. And she's so confident, or it's actually the Strength card. It's the Strength card, but the Devil's in it. And so she's got this inner strength, and she recognizes the Devil energy. You know, it doesn't, it's not in disguise anymore. She recognizes when there's codependency and addiction and toxic behaviors and trauma bonding and daddy issues and mommy issues. This inner strength combined with moving forward towards something that you're passionate about, this inner strength, and it's like you're going along on this voyage and you run into people and situations that in the past you would have been a match for and really been distracted and carried away, enticed. And it's like you might take a pause, have these connections, but then you're like, oh no, I don't want to play that. I recognize that as trauma bonding. No, I recognize that as gaslighting. Oh, you know, I'm not interested in love bombing. So it's like that you've created this energy in the past where this inner strength, knowing your own value, and you're just not accepting anything that's not a match for where you're moving to, what you're focused on, what it is that you want to, what you're excited about, what you're wanting to create, move towards. And it's really beautiful because your energy is not split. And it feels like you're choosing yourself, your soul's journey, not in an ego way choosing yourself, but choosing your soul. Beautiful. All right. in present energy, we've got justice. I'm definitely seeing this as a balancing of the scales, karmic justice. So what is interesting, and this is where I stopped last time, is there's a lot of karma coming through. Some of these might resonate with you. Some of them are showing up in your, it might feel like it's someone else. And some of you might recognize that it's qualities that you have and others outside that you're both learning about, finding that balance. What's interesting is one thing that's coming into balance is not moving forward with things, people, situations that no longer serve your highest and greatest good. There's just I can't do that anymore. I don't want to. I'm not drawn to it. It doesn't have the hooks in me like it used to. I recognize it, and it's not interesting. Also, what's coming into balance is immature ways of loving. What's a better way of saying that? What's a naive, loving naively, loving possessively, wanting to own. I feel like someone not being so easily susceptible to someone's lovely words and energies, as in, those are lovely. Now, do you back them up with your behavior? I feel like that's coming through. So not being so easily dupable, as in someone telling you exactly what you want to hear. You're like, wow, so similar. That's exactly what I want to hear. I'm just going to wait here, though, in this connection and see if you can deliver that. If that really is your truth, or if you can just tell that that's my truth and you're telling me what I want to hear. Also, someone or the type of energy that's coming back into balance is no longer that perfect picture, needing to be perfect. What is perfect? Needing everyone else to see you as perfect. A facade, something about a facade of perception. So it feels very ego-y, this energy. Worried about how others are perceiving you more than the reality of what's happening. And it feels like the reality of what's happening is very tangled and complicated. And there's a message here of being more concerned about how others perceive you than how you're feeling about yourself. Feels like that's shifting, and a realization, getting to know the real you, being able to see not just the good aspects about yourself, but own up to the parts of yourself that are toxic, the parts of yourself that you're working on, that you're aware of. And that we're all doing that, hopefully. Hopefully we're all doing that. And then there's also, let's see. Okay, this is it has a bigger picture to it that I'm tuning into. It's feminine energy, the misuse of divine feminine energy. It even goes as far as our planet that we are on and part of is a feminine energy, Gaia, and abundant, nurturing, transformative. She holds space for all of us to have the opportunity to transform and creating abundance so we can have that experience and beauty and grace and compassion and fierceness and change and destruction that comes with evolution and transformation. So tuning into that energy, that beautiful divine feminine energies, and seeing that Gaia has had, it looks like what's coming to balance for Gaia is not allowing, it feels like healthy boundaries that we have been digging into and taking away and very unconsciously using and abusing Gaia's energy. So there's that picture. That's a big kind of, what would that, like, macro picture. And then on a individual level, it looks like what's coming into balance are those who harvest the energy, the divine feminine energy, but don't reciprocate, that use that beautiful transformative energy unconsciously and without respect, without giving back, without honoring boundaries. So it feels like a big lesson. Maybe there are larger lessons on the others as well, but this one I'm tuning into around feminine energy and bringing back the balance, so we're not just draining and using that feminine energy, that we reciprocate and give back. So, all right, in the center of your reading is the Queen of Cups in reverse. Okay, this I'm getting that you might be in your emotions more lately. Now, being in your emotions, having an emotional response, sometimes this is really wonderful. Sometimes you're in emotions of love and this feels so wonderful and I'm so happy and I'm sad, but you're in your emotions and it's really hard. I find it, if I'm in my emotions, taken away, just enjoying the pool of emotions, or I'm disliking the emotions. They're unwanted emotions, resentment, anger, frustration, and I'm swimming in those pools as well. When I am in my emotions, I cannot reach my intuition. I am out of balance. I am swimming, sometimes drowning in my emotions. and there's a charge. And honestly, I can't, until I can burn off the charge of the emotions and realize I'm wanting to find alignment now. And because there's a bunch of things that come through with those emotions, but I can't really tune into them with emotions in the air. I hope this is making sense. I love emotions. I am not anti-emotions. I am not, I love swimming in my emotions, but I like to realize that I'm swimming in my emotions and I can't make decisions from that point of view, from that space. And I think that's what your higher self is tuning into, is when you're divine feminine, when you're swimming, don't make decisions, come back to, and then swim again, and then come back and then swim again. Nothing wrong with emotions. It looks like you're coming out of a healing time. Time when you have gone within to find that balance. Some of you have noticed that the key to finding that balance when your emotions are taking you away is to quiet your mind. Let go of the storyline. I'm also getting that you're really learning to balance between your head and your heart, and that you can't make decisions from just one chakra. So when you are out of balance in your emotions or overthinking, there's a need to come back to ground, come back to zero, come back to detaching. So what I'm getting is a practice that I do every night. You're welcome to do this as well, is detach. When I lay down my head on the pillow, I'm like, first I appreciate my day, or notice if I can't even find appreciation. That's good to notice. If I'm feeling like my day happened to me instead of for me, then I take note, where my mood is. Anyway, I then start letting go. I let go of my storyline. I let go of the day. Let go of my ego. Let go of how others are perceiving me. Let go of my ambitions. Let go of my desires. Let go of my dreams. Let go of tension. Let go of agendas, needs, desires. Let go of any attachments, and letting go of attachment to any outcome, anything that I'm trying to make happen. Just letting go and detaching. And whatever comes in my mind, that's what I detach from. Just keep detaching. Just keep detaching. And I find, since I'm on an ascension path, that really helps me let go of anything that I have some perception is like something I need or something that I'm clinging to. Just let it go. And then And then in the morning, allow what's right for you to come to you. And whatever wasn't right for you will leave. So hope that just popped in. Hope that's helpful. All right. Your challenge right now is 8 of Swords. Some of you might be putting a lot of energy into trying to think your way out of an issue. So I'm going to analyze this issue to death. I'm going to overanalyze this and come up with a problem. Yeah, that is a problem, because what I'm getting is I love my thinky thinks. I love analyzing. I'm a big thinker. So if you're a big thinker, I'm not coming for you. But there's an invitation to recognize when you are when you're distracting yourself with overanalyzing. And I've said this quite a bit for those of you who are subscribers. Hi, subscribers. Thank you so much. Welcome back. If this is resonating with you and you haven't subscribed, please consider subscribing. All right. For those of you who have watched my videos and have been watching, there's been a lot about quieting the mind. That you cannot, the thing with analyzing and overanalyzing is the question, the vibration of the question is in your crown chakra, and you stay at that vibration. Let's say it's kind of a burgundy. That's that question. And I'm just trying to figure out. I'm trying to figure out, and it's burgundy. I'm trying to figure out. And I just keep coming back, and I can't. And no new light, no new information comes in and hits that crown chakra. Crown chakra is your tuning. It's the chakra that tunes and informs the rest of your chakras what we're focusing on, what energy is coming in, what light, what frequencies that we're tuning into, and therefore getting our information from. So when you stay at the vibration of the question, you are just exploring and analyzing the question. And then the more you do it, there's momentum behind that need and desire and lack. And it builds up, and it becomes a compulsion and an addiction and a distraction. So quieting the mind, mindfulness meditation, following your breath. When a thought comes in, just as a thought, let it go. Come back to your breath. There's plenty of videos online about mindfulness meditation, how to quiet your mind. It's a great discipline and practice. When you practice on the mat, how I was taught, there's a sitting technique. You can get into that as well. When you quiet your mind as a practice on the mat, maybe at the beginning of each day, then when you get enough practice, when you're out and about, an energy will hit your head, an idea, hit your crown chakra, thought will come in, and you'll be able to discern and say, you know, I'm not going to entertain this. I'm not going to entertain you. I'm not going to entertain that idea. That's I'm not going to respond to that, or I'm going to respond, but I'm not going to react. It's an amazing discipline. I also find that I think people believe that when you sit on the mat, when you do mindfulness meditation, you're going to feel so peaceful. Everybody looks so peaceful and super strong, just sitting, and it is war. You quiet down and you recognize the division within. You recognize how difficult it is, how busy your mind is. You learn so much, so fast about where you are every time you hit the mat, and it's different. And you learn to let go of judgment. This was a good meditation, this was a bad meditation. That's not good or bad. I just recognize where my mind is. Right now, my mind is very busy and racy. Not a good time to make decisions. So I can use that as information, not use that to punish myself for not being in some magical place that I think I should be, instead of honoring where I am right now. So it looks like, since this Eight of Swords, this being in prison, being trapped in your mind, that for me sounds like the answer. If you are so full of energetic charge that you cannot sit on that mat, some of you might explore exercise as a way to burn off some of that extra charge of emotions, and then exercise like a good 20-30 minutes. I'm not a doctor, so if you're unable, or this is not for you, then it might be for someone else. But exercise. I know when I do aerobic workouts, I like to even step into that, like follow my breathing, like 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. And and that allows me to let go of thoughts, and when I can't settle on the mat, when I've got too much charge going on. So anyway, those are just my ways. This is not the way. They are 2 suggestions. If you have any suggestions of how to get out of Eight of Swords energy that has worked for you, sleeping, if you can get to sleep, is another great way, as long as you can start the day choosing what you want to think about instead of going right back into the Eight of Swords energy. So, all right, that's your reading. I hope this was helpful. I hope you're doing well. I hope you're happy and healthy and having fun with your life and enjoying each other and finding where you belong. So, all right. Thank you so much for sharing your energy with me. Take care. Bye.